Assalamualaikum everyone, welcome back to the channel of the Skill Studio. So this is the step 3 of Wavelet Transform. In this video I will be finding out the last pixel value for the compression of Wavelet Transform. So if you don't know how did we come here, how did we calculate these values, so you can watch my previous video. So the step 3 is that we will take the average values that we calculated in step 2 for further calculations, right? So here we can see that this is 2 cross 2 matrix, and I just said in the previous video and also from the first video, then when we have the same number of rows and same number of columns, then we are going to do the horizontal function. What is a horizontal function? Horizontal function is that we are going to take the average of the values in the horizontal direction and we are going to take the difference of values in the horizontal direction, right? So in this case we have a 2 cross 2 matrix, so we will do the average of these things in the horizontal direction, this one. So 109.5 plus 95.5 divided by 2, so this will be the answer. And in the again 77.25 and 70, this we will take the average of it. So this will again become, this is not a 2 cross 2 matrix, sorry, this is a 2 cross 1 matrix, right? I have just made a mistake here. So this is 2 cross 1 matrix. So again we will take a difference of it, the difference for the formula, the for B minus A. In this case, what is this is A and this is B, so we are going to take the difference of 95.5 minus 109.5 as I stated here. So this will be the answer, right? Again, now we have a 2 cross 1 matrix, which means that we have different number of rows and different number of columns. So what are we going to do? We are going to take the values in the vertical direction, right? So this, now again, this, the difference value, we are going to neglect it. We are not going to solve further calculations in it. We are going to just do the calculations in the horizontal on the horizontal values, right? So taking the following as the input, 102.625 and 75.75, right? So there is the 75.74. this, there will be a slight difference in the calculations of the points. Now we are going to take the average and differences vertically, 75.5 plus 102.5 divided by 2, so this will be the answer. Now this is again the 1 cross 1 matrix, right? And we are going to take the difference of it. So the difference, the answer is again 1 cross 1 matrix, right? Okay, so this was it. This is a 1 cross 1 matrix and this is also a 1 cross 1 matrix. Now I've stated in the first video that when we have when we take the average of the values, right? Let me write it for you. When we take the average of values, so it means that we are calculating the low, right? And when we are calculating the difference of values, so it means that it is high, right? So we had to find out these 4 things. If we go in the first slide, this was the thing that we are finding out at the moment. So this is LL and this is SH. Let me write it here. This is LL, this is HH, this is LH, and this is high low, right? So when we calculate, Assalamualaikum everyone, welcome back to the channel of the Skill Studio. We are calculating, in this video we are calculating the wavelet transform to reduce or compress the pixel values. So in the previous videos we have been calculating the 2 steps, the 2 steps for the calculations of the wavelet transform. In this video we are calculating the final step. This will be the final step in step 3 for calculating the wavelet transform. So in step 3, what we take as input is that we are taking as input the previously calculated average values, right? So this is the average value that we calculated in the step 2, and just let's mention it, how much does it contain. 2 cross 2, it is a 2 cross 2 matrix, right? So why am I mentioning it? As I explained in the previous video, that when we have the same number of columns and same number of rows, so we are going to do the horizontal functions in it. We are going to calculate the horizontally average and we are going to take the horizontally difference of it. So we are going to take these 2 values from the horizontal direction and we are going to take the average values of it. This is the average value, and for the second row we are going to take these two values, and we are going to take the average of it, right? So this is the thing. Okay, sorry, this is not a 2 cross 2 matrix. This is a mistake here. This is a 2 cross 1 matrix, right? 2 columns and 1 row. So after taking the difference, what was the difference formula? B minus A. What is B in this case? This is A and this is B. So we are going to calculate B from A in this case, right? So this is a 2 cross 1 matrix. In the previous video I've been saying that we are going to neglect the differences whenever we take the difference, but in this case when we have only 2 rows and 1 column here, so we are going to take the average and the difference into account for further calculations, because as I explained in the first video, we are going to calculate these 4 things here, right? So this was low and low, and I also explained what is low. When we take the average of the values, it means that we are doing it for low, right? And this is for high and high. When does high and high values come? When we take the differences of it, then there comes the low and high, and this is high and low, right? This value comes when we take the average, when we take the difference on the average values, right? So we are going to calculate it further, it will be more clear to you. Now in this case we are going to take these two values into account, right? This, the average value, we are going to take the difference of it individually, and we are going to take the average of it also, and for the difference of it we are going to take the average of it and also the difference of it, right? Because we need to find out these 4 things right here. So taking the following as input first, 102.625 and 75.75, we will take echelon. Okay, so here we have 2 cross 1 matrix, again different number of rows and different number of columns, so we are going to do it vertically. So let's solve it vertically in taking the average here and then taking the difference here, right? So this is the answer for our one side, right? So in the next step we are taking this as input, the difference of the values in input as I mentioned here, and we are going to take the difference and average vertically. So this will be the answer, right? So these are the 4 things. Now how do we write it in our pixel values? So this is the 89.31. okay, this is the thing that is low and low. Why? Because this is the average we are taking on average, right? This was the average value and we are taking an average of it. So this is average on average. Average plus average is low and low, right? And 26.878 is the low high value. This is the low high value because we are taking the difference. High is for the difference on the average value, right? I hope it's clear to you. If it's not clear, just mention in the comments. Now for this, this was the input that we took from the difference, right? So this is from the difference, so we took the average upon the difference. So this is going to be high, low, and this is the thing that we are going to take. So difference upon the difference, so this is for low and low. Sorry, this is for high and high because high is for the difference, right? So I've mentioned it here. I hope this is clear to you. If it's not clear to you, you can always ask me in the comment section. Thank you.